It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the cards and the G-Men. All that and more. Coming up next.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pass is caught by Rondell Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Well, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So out come the Cardinals and their offense in great starting field position. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They'll set up a throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Quick throw to Barkley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Back to throw again. Once again, he finds Slayton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They held him to no gain.
convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Barkley again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On play action, they'll throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now back to throw. And the giant rush gets hers. Down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
2nd and 3. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Greg Dortch returning. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And what did we talk to them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Blake Gillikin on a punt now on 4th down. On the return is Olszewski. Good head down running on the return. gains about 15 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A good chance. This is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Greg Dortch now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got the connection to Moore. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And no one there to stop him. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Here it goes, an impressive 31-yard gain.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Fighting through it. He's got space. And a pretty little jump move there on a nice gain. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. Brought down at the 20. But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The York on now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll look to throw here. Finding his target is Trey McBride. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. And
he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 16. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the posts. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10 is Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. Screen pass to Connor. Finding room at midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Connor up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Goes right back to McBride. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 31 yards. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now out come the Giants. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 80 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
But partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's in
looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Greg George deep for Arizona. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our
in the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Wilson, 70 yards. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 88 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for, and taken successfully. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Olszewski now to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd down and 6 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive
and give his leg a rest.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A give running right is counter. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The 37-yard line.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards that time for number 14.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To Connor on the check down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this will be swung out here for Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yards.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this to Connor underneath, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The New York set to take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up for about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll set up to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here comes Dortch on the return. Escapes the defender. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A handoff to Barkley. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Barkley, inside handoff. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cardinals 24.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Giants ready to come out now. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The offense on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. That one good for 24 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's 2nd and 8. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cardinals 31.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 58 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, nice move. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Barkley. Shifts by him. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Back to throw here. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's more. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll look to throw here on first down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it again with Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Complete to Cornelius Moore. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen. Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again.
That pass complete to Moore.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught inside the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Cards are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. New York set to take the field. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Jamie Gillen in punt formation for the Giants.
So, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This